Thank you, Hugh. Our top story: consultations have opened on a controversial scheme to frack for shale gas in Ryedale. Today, Third Energy was told more information was needed before their planning application could be submitted. But residents say the proposals are already having an impact on their lives. Our business correspondent Danny Hewson reports.
There have been lots of coffee mornings like this in the last couple of weeks, but then the residents of Kirkby Misperton have had a lot to talk about. Their village is less than a mile from the site Third Energy want to frack. That's a process that releases gas trapped underground by sending a mix of sand, water and chemicals into the earth at high pressure. The government believes it can help bolster our energy supply, but there are concerns about its safety, not least among locals here.
There are a lot of people in the village who are unhappy about this happening on their doorstep, but they sort of feel there's an inevitability about it, and it's almost like they're voiceless, and we're trying to encourage them that actually they're not voiceless, that we can use the political system.
There are people in the village who support the plans, but by far the loudest voices are those against, with noise one of the key areas of concern.
The drilling, according to Third Energy's consultation brochure, says it will be 90 decibels. That's about equivalent to a nightclub. And when they were drilling the well in the first place, I could hear it. It was intrusive. The worst thing about it wasn't its volume, it was the frequency of the noise. It was like somebody dragging their fingernails down a blackboard. It was a screeching.
Like most mums, Joanne's main concern is for the future. She questions why some places like New York have banned fracking until more research is done into potential health risks, concerns shared by one local GP.
We should just pause and we should just wait and check the science. And I don't see that we should use Ryedale as a giant experiment to see if you can frack cleanly.
All opinions will now be considered as part of a public consultation. Danny Hewson, BBC Look North, Kirkby Misperton.
Well, Danny has spoken exclusively to Third Energy's director, John Dewar, and began by asking him if people had grounds to be concerned about the health impact of fracking.
The government and many scientific bodies conducted very detailed studies looking at health, looking at seismology, looking at water contamination, and as a result of all those studies, they concluded that it's perfectly safe. So why we would need to have another moratorium, I don't think there's any need for it.
When looking at this decision, residents have to not just look at this one test site, but they have to think about the bigger picture. How many sites, with how many wells in each site, would you need to make it pay?
With this first well, we'll get an indication of the resource value, and from there we'll be able to make our plans as to what we'll need in the future. I can assure people that we will not operate in any way without bringing them into the decision-making process. We've been here for 20 years without any impact in the local community, apart from a good one, and we'll continue that.